So let's discuss a shopping cart API that you had primarily worked on. Real life example or use case of sockets implementation. At the point of coding, try to include some comments as well. Some of the concepts really need a keyword from your side. Okay, hi Anshuman, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine.
Okay, great. Okay, so let me give a quick intro about myself and then you can go ahead telling about you and your projects and all, okay?
Okay.
So myself, Shubham, I graduated from IIT Roorkee itself 4 years back, and then I worked in a couple of startup and MNC as a software and precisely a front-end developer. I started my journey from OYO, where I spent almost 2.5 years. Then I moved to an early stage startup just to know how things work at a very scratch level. And the recent experience that I holded was of ServiceNow. It's a US-based MNC. I used to work from their Hyderabad office. So I would say that throughout this 4 year or tenure, I've been majorly a front-end developer and working on the React as a major tech stack. So that's a bit about me. Would you like to give a brief intro about yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anshuman Jain, and I am from Bundi, Rajasthan. And currently, I'm in final year B.tech in mechanical engineering from IIT Roorkee. And I also have minor in computer science. And
Okay.
my interest belongs to the I like to do competitive programming and solving DSA questions. And I have also done some projects in web development also. I have built a REST API in Node.js and
Mm-hmm.
also a project which visualizes the sorting process of various sorting algorithms. And
Okay.
I have also done a software development internship at SkinCurate Research Pvt Limited, where I worked on some other skills like Django and Docker. Basically, my work
Mm-hmm.
was there to Dockerize a Django project.
Okay.
And currently, I am working on a project that includes the microservices and Kubernetes as well.
Okay.
And besides from these skills, in my free time, I like to play foosball and snooker also.
So let's talk about one of your projects a bit more into detail, like what all things that you did. So let's discuss a shopping cart API that you had primarily worked on. So can you give a little more insight about the work that you have done?
Yeah, it is a simple RESTful API
Mhm.
that includes various routes. Like a
Okay.
user, like a user can sign in and log in. And I have also include the basic authentication function using JWT token.
Okay.
That assures like a login user is accessing the particular routes. It
Mm.
is the authorized user that is accessing the routes. And I have also includes products route where a user can see the list of all the products, and he can also, like, if he want to post a particular product, then he can also post a product, and he can also relate to the products posted by him.
So let's quickly jump to the DSA part then now. Yes. So if I ask you your favorite data structure, can you tell me some of those? The favorite one
like
where you feel really confident about?
the there are many data structures, like I am comfortable with almost all of them, but trees and uh, arrays are the
Okay,
one
let's
which
start
I.
with the let's start with the linear data structure array for now. Okay, so let's suppose you are given a array and this is an array. Let's say it contains an element 3, 1, 4, or like 4, 5, and so on. Okay, so this is an array,
Okay.
and I need to find the first missing positive integer.
Pause.
Okay, first
Okay.
missing positive integer. So for
Okay.
example, so let's suppose that this is given array, then I can, so first of all, can you tell me what do you understand by positive integer?
Positive integer is an integer that is greater than zero, starting from 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5. Like
correct,
these are all the positive.
correct. So if I look for 1, definitely it is present. If I look for 2, the next positive integer, that is not present. So that is the first missing, or you can say first or the smallest missing positive integer. In this case, your
Yeah.
answer will be 2. Okay. If my array is, let's suppose 3 or 2, 1, 3, and 5, then I can say 1 is present, 2 is present, 3 is present, but 4 is not present. So 4 is the answer here.
Yes.
So you got the idea, right? The missing and the
Yes.
smallest positive integer.
Yes.
Okay. So
So, so,
yeah, you
so
can.
so the size of the array will be like, is there any constraint on the size of the array?
For now, you can definitely take that maximum. The array could be 10 to the power 7 elements,
Okay.
but maybe I won't say that, yeah, definitely that is a constraint for sure. Maybe I can extend that constraint. So you can think of a solution which is independent of the size of the array.
Okay. Okay, so the first solution that is coming in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
that I can store all the elements of the array in a map, like
Okay.
three is like for this particular array, I
Mm-hmm.
will create an unordered map of
Okay.
command, and in this map I will store all these elements 3154 by
Okay.
traversing once, and then I will again traverse from 1 to the I will again loop from 1 to the size of the array,
Mm-hmm.
and I will check one by one, like if 1 is present in the map, or 2 is present in the map, 3 is present in the map, 4 is present in the map. So in this way I
Okay.
will found the first missing positive.
Okay. So if I ask about the time and the space complexity, what would be?
Yeah, so the space complexity, because I'm using the map to store these all the elements, so the space complexity will be order of n, where n is the size of the array, and the time complexity will also be order of n, because I'm traversing the whole array twice, so it will be
Okay.
order of 2n.
So if I ask you about the sockets, which is a very common some of the implementations, so can you tell me one real life example or use case of sockets implementation?
Sockets, I have not that much read about them,
Sockets in
but
operating system itself. Yeah.
yeah, but I have read one thing, that sockets are the endpoints, in a chat application, like in a
Mm-hmm.
client server communication, uh, there are sockets that are built on client side
Okay.
and server side both, and using those socket, a connection is established, and then
Mm-hmm.
they can transfer the messages between them.
One more question on the database part is, can you tell me what exactly is the difference when it comes to a primary key and a super key?
Yeah, primary key is a key that identifies the tuples of a table, differentiate between tuples. And in case of
Can
super
super
key,
key be null?
super key, primary key is a subset of super key. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. So
so
if super key,
super
if primary key cannot be null, so how can super key be?
the primary key can be defined like it's a subset of a super key. That's a minimal.
Exactly. I'm done pretty much from my side. You have any questions? You can quickly ask for me, or otherwise, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I just want to get the feedback about where I can improve.
Yeah. So the detailed feedback definitely we will hand over tomorrow, most max, or maybe tonight, whatever possible. So a quick one that I can tell is that uh, maybe you can be a little more concise in the crisp version. Uh, I would say maybe you can take a lot more revision at your end itself in terms of explaining and so on. Some of the concepts really need a keyword from your side. Okay.
Okay.
Like I asked a simple about the primary key and the super key. You can just go with the minimal representation of the super key in that way as well. So, but
Okay.
yeah, you went on not null and all these things. So that those things are not required. You can even summarize a lot more on the explanation part at every level in the projects in this part or in the those things. At the point of coding, try to include some comments as well in the code. I think the comment was not at all included. Indentation should be done from your side. Edge cases and everything checks should be done from beforehand, without even before handling the code and all. And I think yeah, CS fundamentals is also good. Just try to be a little bit crisp. Yeah, thanks a lot.